Good morning. I am Valerie Anderson, and welcome to Season 18's workshop for Inspire Your Best Life with Dr. Surajit Khanna. Dr. Khanna will take you on a journey, helping you plot a path for success to reach your own summit. He is also an attorney, a child safety advocate, a servant to the underserved, as well as the champion of returningyouth.com. I would like to introduce my co-host, Priya Saini, who will be sharing more information at the end. This week's topic was about checking in with ourselves. Day 1, Dr. Khanna talked about resolution recap. Day 2 was focused on celebrating successes and achievements. And then Day 3 concentrated on to how to maintain our resolutions. Today, we will have an open discussion about the last 3 episodes. And at the end, Dr. Khanna will share his perspective. Welcome, Dr. Khanna.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Valley. Good morning, Priya. And good morning, our special guest. We have Kevin from the farmland. Welcome, Kevin. And I do have 2 young adults from the high school. I have Sahi and I have Arpan. Thank you for joining us. So today's workshop, we are kind of concentrating on checking in with ourselves. And those who have missed out this week, what we did was, I know everybody does write a resolution called New Year's resolution on the January 1st or January 2nd. They take the time, they sit down, they say, okay, this is what we want to be in this year. We want to achieve this. Well, we write it and we discuss on it. But after a couple of weeks, it disappears. Well, maybe after a couple of months also, it completely disappears because you don't know what was your New Year resolution is. So I thought this week we concentrated on how to check on that. What did you do? So like in the business world, we do by quarters. So first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, the whole year is divided into 4 quarters. So I thought since we are doing in April, I thought maybe it is good practice to review your resolution for the first quarter, first 3 months. And that's exactly what we did in this week. On the day 1, we kind of went to the resolution recap. And day 2, we did celebrating the success of the resolution, whatever you did, whatever you achieved. And day 3, we kind of touch base with the how to maintain that resolution for the next quarter. And that's exactly what we did for this week. And today's workshop, that's what we're going to concentrate on. So as we know, this workshop is more interactive. So I would like to have everybody participate in this workshop, give your thought. But very first question, and I'm going to put it on the floor, anybody can pick up. Do you think that checking on yourself, that the resolution, whatever you've done on first day or second day of the year, do you think it is worthwhile for you to see what you did, what you wrote, what you did? That's my first question. So anybody can pick up that question and answer it.
So I guess I'll go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead, Kevin. Thank you for speaking up.
All right. There was silent there, so I wanted to jump in. So we didn't. So I might lose you because I am out in the farm here and driving around looking at farms here in New England. And but it's really important for us to get this message out. To the question at hand, I think execution is the big part of that. How do you execute your plan, right? And so I think some of the things that I've learned over my life, because I do juggle a lot of projects, is to keep each one of my projects very organized, very condensed, and very performance driven. So each level of my required, sort of next thing on my list of things to do with any one of my projects, I need to be able to accomplish that. And I do that on a 7-day, every 7 days. I go down my checklist and I check off successes. I quite often check off some things that didn't work out, we could call failures, but I also keep my update of where I am in each one of these projects. It's not easy to do, to juggle. That's certainly a discipline, but I think it's important to the point of this conversation. We need to have objectives, but keep them condensed and obtainable. Because once you have too big, you can't really reach that goal.
Very good. Thank you very much, Kevin. So for what I understood from you, that yes, it is important for us to have a recap of whatever you've done and go over the things what you achieved. What do you think, Sahi? Do you see that recapping your resolution, whatever you made, is important, or is just in a piece of paper is enough?
Yes, I think it is important to recap like resolutions and everything you've completed, because it really motivates you, because you're saying like, wow, I already did all this, and motivates you to keep going and accomplish more in the future.
Well, I had to put you on the spot, Sahi, but would you share to everybody here and the audience, those who are listening, what was pick up one thing, what was your New Year's resolution of 2021?
Oh, to be on my phone less, yeah.
Okay, so have you been successful in that?
For the most part, yeah. To like accomplish that, I put like a little bit of screen time on my phone to like limit the amount of time I'm on apps and stuff.
Okay, so when did you realize that you were doing good?
When I was able to get like a lot of my homework and stuff accomplished in the day that like I wasn't able to previously do in the last year. Like the time would just go away last year without me realizing it. But now that on my phone, I'm able to accomplish a lot more.
Wow, excellent point. So your New Year resolution was have less time on the phone. Kevin, can you imagine a high school kid of saying that having less time on the phone, and she did achieve it in the first 4 months? That's
great.
Excellent.
That's a great achievement.
That's
great.
A big achievement. So go ahead, Kevin.
No, I would say, I think that's a refreshing statement from a young person, because us old people have now become addicted to our own devices, and it's a really pleasure to hear that that's recognized as something. Communication, live communication, is so important. And I know during COVID and everything else, it's been hard to achieve that. But man, I look forward to putting my phone down more often too. I'm going to take that one and implement that into my own life. Thank you.
No, that's Sahi. It's about the time for celebration. Did you think of celebrating that success which you did?
Not really.
Well, you should have told us, because last week was your birthday, and happy birthday, by the way, Sahi.
Thank you.
I know it is a little late, but a week late, but that's a big achievement. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm going to switch gear to Arpan. Well, what was your New Year resolution for 2021?
To do my homework more.
Do your homework more, okay? Why, you were doing homework less in 2020?
No, like I didn't submit it on time. And then the grade kept on going down.
Okay, being honest, that's nice. These kids are being honest nowadays. That's great. So did you do anything about it, or you just let it go like that?
I tried. I'm trying to do something about it. So far I'm doing better.
So far you're doing better. So did you check on it that you are achieving, you're making progress?
Yeah, it's my grades are going back up. So.
Ah, okay, that's good. That's good. So how do you plan to celebrate the success of it?
Sleep.
Okay, sleep. All right. Well, Priya, what was your New Year resolution for 2021, and how did you see that you achieved, or did you go back and check on yourself that you did make any progress or not? Could you share that?
Yeah, so one of my resolutions for this year was to reconnect with my spirituality. So I was pretty involved and fulfilled in my spiritual life all throughout college, but the first 2 years of college, but then I guess, getting like closer and closer to graduating and getting closer to just, career goals and other life stuff just kind of got to me. And I feel like I kind of neglected that part of my life. So this year I really wanted to make sure that I was meditating, like every day again. But that didn't really work out this year that well. But something that I did try to do, or that I do try to do every day and I don't skimp on, is just a daily reflection before I go to bed. I'll try to think about everything that's happened in my day and my week, and what I could learn from my day-to-day interactions, and just whatever has happened. So what the takeaways are and how I can use what I've gone through to improve the future, I guess, if that makes sense, like going forward.
So you are planning to maintain this resolution, what you did, to carry on, so that you can make some adjustments and move forward with it. That's what thinking of doing it.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. And that is a very good resolution, because everybody needs to have some goals in developing their own spirituality. And that was very intriguing. What do you think, Kevin?
Young people are inspiring, aren't they? It's nice to hear all the the honesty with regards to homework, and getting some sleep is great, and getting connected to our spirituality is important. I do think one of the things, I think, as far as success in any planning, I see vision. Vision is the one word I use in my life, and I've learned I have to see the success. And that's been, I've been mentally, physically, and sometimes I put it down on a vision board to make sure that I can see my successes as I check them off. I don't mean to be rude, my friend, but I do have to go, because if I don't get across the farm now, I'm going to get in trouble. And I thank you for having me on today, and I look forward to more
vision.
of this great meeting.
That's your vision today, to go get across the farm.
I got to do the farm today.
Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for joining in. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, we have Valley on here. So Valley, what was you want to share your New Year resolution for 2021, and how are you doing with that? Are you thinking that you are checking on it? Please share with.
Okay, so one of mine was to stop beating myself up all the time, and to be honest, it hasn't been going the best, but this last week, reflected, reading on the PowerPoint and all that, it kind of made me think, and I have some new ways to better it going forward. So it's still a work in progress.
Still work in progress. Well,
yes.
I think most of you, you all shared your resolutions, but it is very important for each of you to understand where you are in that resolution, because you need to gauge the progress. Like Sahi said, her resolution was not to be or have less time on the phone. Okay, so it is important for everybody to check on it, and please try to check on it every maybe fortnight, that is every 15 days or every 2 weeks. In that way, you can make adjustment if you did not make any progress on that. Otherwise, like Arpan was saying, that the grades goes low, and then it will be tough to get that grade back, So it is very important for doing that. And also, each of you need to learn how to celebrate the success, because celebrating success of every milestone you do is important. So checking in yourself with this resolution and having the right milestones, setting up the milestone is important. So that's why I think this was the right timing in April to go over to see where did you do, what did you do, and how can you do. Because we still have another 3 quarters. And 3 quarters means what? how many months left? We still have 9 months left, right? So, in that 9 months, we can still make adjustments for our resolution. What is the vision? Like Kevin said, that you need to have a vision, and that vision gets you to do a self-checking on yourself. What is the vision? What do I need to do in this year? So in 2021, again, let's open up the floor here for the open discussion again. That's the whole purpose of this workshop. So I'll pick up, each of you. What was or what is your vision for 2021? That means what is your vision you want to achieve by the end of December 31st, 2021? Sahi.
My vision is to do a lot of volunteer work because, for college, and just because I care for like our community and stuff. So specifically like environmental volunteer work. So I'm starting a club at my school, like an environmental club, and I hope to accomplish like environmental stuff with that. So that's my vision for that club.
What exactly would you like to do in that club?
Organize cleanups, maybe organize fundraisers at my school to donate to environmental organizations, organize planting a tree projects, just stuff like that.
Oh, wow. So how are you achieving that? Are you making some progress in it?
Yeah, well, I just joined a YCAC chapter, and I'm starting that chapter at school, and I hope to start it by next month and like start.
Nice. So you do care about the environment, the earth, the global warming, all the good stuff. You do care about that. That's nice to hear that. So that's your vision, right? That's one of your vision, not the only vision, but one of your vision. That's good. And did you write down all the milestones you would like to achieve in order to achieve that vision?
I'm yet to do that. So
Well, you get to do that. Good. And please do that, because that's when you can measure the progress. And don't forget, celebrating the success is very important to keep you motivated, to keep you inspired. And that's the whole purpose of this type of workshop, to let the audience understand how are you going to celebrate the success. Because celebration is a word, everybody loves it. Everybody loves to celebrate. Okay, either you celebrate by sleeping or you celebrate by, drinking and merrymaking, but you got to celebrate, right? So how about you, Priya? What was your vision of 2021? Or what is your vision? Priya.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry, yeah. So my vision was to I think like in the beginning of the year, I was kind of struggling with coming up with a vision because I wasn't really sure where I was going in my life. But my main vision was to be able to look back in every area of my life and see that, okay, I made progress. So my health, work, studying for the MCAT, social life. So our spiritual life. So I just wanted to be able to reflect and see that, okay, wow, like I made a lot of progress this year.
Wow. So how do you plan to celebrate the success of that progress?
I guess celebrations kind of vary. I like to like every week just do something fun, like take my dog to the park and we'll just have a day where we hang out, or I'll organize a FaceTime meeting with my friends and stuff like that. So
nice.
Every once in a while.
Wow, that's nice. You don't think of skiing because that the whole the background is whole skiing valley. So you don't want to ski?
I did actually consider going skiing, but I'm just so bad at any type of skating. So I thought, maybe that wouldn't be the best idea. So okay, I'm not trying to get injured.
I see somebody smiling because she loves skiing. So Valley, so what do you think about your vision. Let's hear your vision of 2021 and how are you managing it?
One of mine was to take better care of myself, like allow myself breaks and time, just because these last couple of years it's just been go, go, go with work, school, and raising a toddler. So I just haven't been taking time for myself. And so this year I've been really focusing on that. And I would say it's going okay for that.
Any plans? You made some progress? Did you tell me that you did make some progress?
Yeah. Like I like Priya, I arrange meetings with the friends, or even if they have to be quick, like just like a lunch meetup. It still helps in a way.
Great. So you think that celebrating your success does inspire you, right?
For sure.
Okay, good. So we're going to come back to Arpan again. So Arpan, I know you're falling asleep there, but what is your, Arpan has been, I think you've been walking since morning, right? Or running, walking or running?
Running. They don't let me walk, so I have to run.
Okay, so from what time to what time did you run today?
8 o'clock to 9:30.
I mean, how many miles did you run today?
6.5.
6.5 miles. Wow.
My
And
legs.
then after that, you went to karate. So you're
Yeah,
constantly,
so
your body needs a break.
no, I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay. So what is your vision for 2021? What you want to be besides sleeping?
Play baseball.
Play baseball?
Yeah.
Okay. And do what? That's not a vision. Vision has to be not just play baseball, do something in the baseball. To good at baseball, to good in playing baseball, or what do you want to do?
I want to play good, so later in my life, college scouts can see me. So.
Oh, wow.
Get it.
Okay. That's a good vision, but how are you monitoring it? How are you making progress?
By practicing.
You're making progress?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't started yet this year.
Oh, okay. So that's your vision. Okay. Nice to know that. Well, let's open up the floor for wrapping up. So Priya and Valley and both of you, Sahi and Arpan, why don't you jump in and say a little bit about how you all want to manage the resolution or the vision which you planned, like Sahi planned her vision to be, well, we learned two things from Sahi today, that she wanted to put the less time on the phone, and then also her vision is to do some volunteer work in environmental work.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Gotta get someone.
Okay. And then we have Priya. She spoke about spirituality. That's one of her resolution, to develop her spirituality. And the other one was the vision was to go and look back what she did and how she can make improvements, in the progress. And Valley, you kind of said the vision was to, like, similar to Priya, that taking more care about yourself, more care for yourself, your health and everything. That's a very good vision. And also your new resolution was to, what was it? I kind of your new year resolution was to catch up on things. Is that what it was?
No, to stop the negative self-talk.
Stop the negative talk. Yeah, that is very, very nice. So how each of you think that you are going to maintain this, because we still have 9 months left. How you think you're going to maintain it?
So actually, one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot that Kevin mentioned was a vision board. I definitely believe in the power of visualization. So I just think that having, images that represent something to you and the end point of your goal is important, because it's like a daily reminder. You can have it somewhere in your room, somewhere we pass by every day, and just reflect on what when you're looking at those images, it's going to help reinstill that motivation. So that's something that I plan on doing
Okay.
soon. Yeah.
Sahi?
I agree with Priya, that vision board is an interesting idea that I might be able to do, but just, whatever I accomplish, making sure that I acknowledge that I actually did accomplish something, and not just moving on to the next goal, next goal, next goal. Just taking time to be proud of myself and keep working hard, so I'll still have the motivation to execute whatever I want to do next. Because if you don't acknowledge what you've already done, you'll just feel like you're doing stuff but getting nowhere. So I think it's important to acknowledge what you have already accomplished.
Excellent point. Very nice. Very well taken. Valley.
Yeah, so I really liked what Sahi had said, and I just think like communicating with your friends, your family, and staying in touch with them, that can really help motivate yourself within your goals as well. So that's really what I've been doing too a lot.
Okay, so in order to wrap up, I guess I gathered, and everybody, those who are listening, will be gathering, that maintaining the resolution what you have made on the 1st of January or 2nd of January, is very important. And the way to do it, in today's workshop, we kind of summarized it. Priya and Sahi agreed on the vision board, so that you can put that vision board in your room and look at it every day to see where you are. And also liked what Sahi said about, just wrapping up the goals is not the way of maintaining the vision. You want to make sure that, you are on track. So keeping you on track. And also liked what Valley said about self-motivation. And the way you can do self-motivation is giving yourself with the right kind of people, with your friends and families, and see what they had to say about your vision and how you have made progress. So I think that's important. So I hope everybody took notes on this particular topic today about checking in ourselves. And checking in ourselves was mainly concentrating on what you did on the resolution, what type of resolution you have made on the first day of this year, and how are you going to maintain it? How are you maintaining it towards the end? And if you made any success, and if you did make progress, made success, please don't forget to celebrate them. Okay? Doesn't matter. Like Priya said, Valley said, Sahi said, and even Arpan said, there's a different way of celebrating success. So I think each of you need to pick up that and celebrate it. That will keep you motivational. And just having, the resolution is not important. Maintaining it till 31st of December is important. And if you need any help, we are here to help you. Inspire, that's the whole purpose of having Inspire here, that please reach out to us. We'll help you in order for you to maintain your resolution and also make us part of your success. We will celebrate. We have different ways to celebrate. Priya has a different way, Valley has a different way, Sahi and Arpan has a different way. We all can celebrate as a group. Again, thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you, Priya.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing your thoughts in this week's workshop about checking in with yourself. I want to thank the audience for tuning into this week's topic about checking in. We hope you were able to take something away from today's session and use it in your own personal journey. Stay tuned for season 19 next week, and be sure to look at all of our past videos at inspireyourbestlife.com. As you all know, Dr. Khanna recently launched the Returning Youth Initiative for post-incarcerated young adults. Please make sure to visit returningyouth.com to learn more about it. And if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please reach out to us at contactk.com.